Senate will come to order. I ask all present to please rise and join with me as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Today's invocation will be offered by the Reverend Kevin Backus, Senior Pastor of Bible Presbyterian Church in Grand Island. Reverend Backus.
Thank you. Please join me in a word of prayer. Gracious God, we pause as more than a symbol to recognize your lordship in our lives, to ask your blessing upon the people of this state in general and of this Senate in particular. May the deliberations that take place this day and throughout the session work for the good of our entire state. Set us on a course of truth and justice. Set us on a course of peace and safety. And may we have your blessing in all that we do. Those things that we need and that you see are necessary for us, we pray that you would provide through your Son, Jesus Christ. For it's in his name we ask it. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend. Reading of the Journal.
In Senate, Monday, May 2nd, the Senate met pursuant to adjournment. The Journal of Friday, April 29th was read and approved. On motion, Senate adjourned.
Without objection, the Journal will stand approved as read. Presentation of petitions, messages from the Assembly, messages from the Governor, reports of standing committees, reports of select committees, communications and reports of state officers, motions and resolutions. Senator DeFrancisco.
Yes, Mr. President, would you please recognize Senator Stuart Cousins?
Some order in the House, please. Senator Stuart Cousins.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's my honor to introduce to this body our newest senator, Senator Todd Kaminsky. Senator Kaminsky represents the 9th Senate District, and just so you know a little about him, he has had a career in public service. He spent 3 years as an assistant district attorney handling domestic violence issues in Queens before he became a federal prosecutor. He was under the Eastern District U.S. Attorney's Office, Loretta Lynch, who is now, as you know, our U.S. Attorney General. He had successful prosecutions of names that I won't go through, but certainly he comes with a high ideal for this body, a great deal of integrity and intelligence. He, after leaving the federal prosecutor's office, he joined the Assembly, and as an assemblyman, a freshman, he actually had the most bills of any freshman and the 4th most bills of the Assembly's legislative session in his first term. He's a leader on everything from tax relief and government reform and funding schools, and again, ethics, which is so important to all of us. I think, just on a lighter note, he was also named City of State's 40 Under 40 Rising Stars. So we look forward to your star continuing to rise here in this chamber. I know that with your experience, your expertise, your integrity, and your intelligence, you will be an asset to this body. Again, welcome, Senator Kaminsky.
Senator DeFrancisco.
Can we go back to motions and resolutions?
We will return to motions and resolutions.
I move that the following bill be discharged from its respective committee and be recommitted with instructions to strike the enacting clause. That's Senate Bill 1149B, Senator O'Mara.
Ordered.
Also, I move that the following bill be discharged from its respective committee and be recommitted with instructions to strike the enacting clause. That's Senate Bill 5351A by Senator Young.
Ordered.
I would like to move amendments that are offered to the following third reading calendar bills. Senate Print 6387A, page 12, calendar 18, by Senator Martins. Senate Print 4520A, page 16, calendar 141, Senator Croce. Senate Print 3365A, page 26, calendar 430, by Senator Golden. Senate Print 6088, page number 27, calendar number 442, by Senator Little. Senate Print 4879A, page 33, calendar number 527, by Senator Martins. And finally, Senate Print number 6603A, page 34, calendar 535, by Senator Golden. I move that these bills retain the place on the order of third reading.
The amendments are received and all the bills identified, and the bills shall retain their place on third reading.
Please recognize Senator Valesky.
Senator Valesky.
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of Senator Klein, on page 19, I offer the following amendments to Calendar 283, Senate Bill 6466, and ask that said bill retain its place on the third reading calendar.
Amendments are also received, and the bill shall retain its place on third reading. Senator DeFrancisco.
Recognize Senator Gianaris, please.
Senator Gianaris.
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of Senator Espaillat, I move to amend Senate Bill 308B by striking out the amendments made on April 18th and restoring it to its previous print 308A.
It's so ordered.
And on behalf of Senator Addabbo, on page number 13, I offer the following amendments to Calendar 62, Senate Print 4233B, and ask that said bill retain its place on the third reading calendar.
The amendments are received, and the bill shall retain its place on third reading. Senator DeFrancisco.
Yes, could we take up previously adopted Resolution 4540 by Senator Amador, read the title only, and recognize Senator Amador.
The Secretary will read.
Legislative Resolution Number 4540 by Senator Amador, congratulating the 2015-2016 University at Albany women's basketball team upon the occasion of capturing the American East Conference Championship and advancing to the second round of the NCAA Women's Basketball National Tournament.
Senator Amador.
Well, thank you, Mr. President.
Senator
I
Amador,
rise
one
to
second, please. Can I have some order in the House, please? Thank you. Senator Amador.
Mr. President, thank you for allowing me to introduce and congratulate a great team in the Capital Region, the women's basketball team of UAlbany. Myself and Senator Breslin represents the campus, and we are very proud to welcome them here. But they are no strangers to the chamber, because just last year it was their first appearance here in their advancement to the NCAA tournament. But this year they made history with their second year in a row of winning, actually their fifth straight American East Conference title, and their advancement to the NCAA tournament as a 12th seed. They were able to defeat the Florida Gators, who were the fifth-seeded team in the tournament. They have been here making history, and we want to congratulate them again today. But it is a little bittersweet, and that is because Coach Abe is not able to be with us. She has taken on a position at the University of Central Florida, who has really helped turn the program around and the team to be as victorious as they've been in recent years. But I am very excited, and we are graced with her presence of the new coach, Coach Mack, who's from West Virginia, who will continue on the success of the women's UAlbany basketball team. So to all of the women, congratulations. Keep up the hard work, and your spirit on the court lives on. You're winners. Thank you.
Senator Breslin.
Thank you, Mr. President. I echo the remarks of Senator Amador that the University of Albany women's basketball team has set a new standard on the East Coast. Week in, week out, they're among the leaders. And the last 5 years, the champions of their conference. And as Senator Amador mentioned, their victory over Florida, the NCAA tournament, was the pinnacle of now achieving and getting over that threshold. And I think it will continue on in years to come. And I think Coach Abe did such a remarkable job over the last number of years, but she's being succeeded by a point guard who knows how to take that pass and give that pass out. And I think Coach Mack will make it a seamless transition. And I know with the returning veterans, we have the nucleus of another championship team. I applaud the University of Albany, I applaud their athletic department, and I most importantly applaud the women's basketball team at the University of Albany for year in, year out, providing the residents of the Capital District their entertainment value, and it's a great place to go on any given week. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Breslin. Senator DeFrancisco.
This is Women's Basketball Week at the Capitol, because tomorrow I'm from Syracuse, and we've invited the Syracuse women's basketball team, who also made history this year. I want to congratulate all of you, and I want to apologize, because we'll rectify it next year. We should have had this on the same day, so we could have had a scrimmage outside, and so that'll help both of you advance. So next year, when you both go to the NCAA, I'm sure the senators from Albany and I will make sure it's the same day, but bring your sneaks, okay? Congratulations.
The resolution was previously adopted on March 29th of this year. Senator Amador has opened the resolution is open for co-sponsorship. Should you choose not to be a co-sponsor, please notify the desk. I want to congratulate and welcome the University of Albany women's basketball team and their coaches. Please rise and be acknowledged. Thank you. Senator DeFrancisco.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have one other resolution. If we could please take up the previously adopted resolution 3158 by Senator Ritchie and read it in entirety, and please recognize Senator Ritchie.
And the Secretary will read.
Legislative Resolution number 3158 by Senator Ritchie, congratulating the Copenhagen Central School girls soccer team upon the occasion of capturing the Class D New York State soccer title. Whereas excellence and success in competitive sports can only be achieved through strenuous practice, team play, and team spirit, nurtured by dedicated coaching and strategic planning. And whereas it is the intent of this legislative body to recognize those young people within our community who, by achieving outstanding success in athletic competitions, have inspired and brought pride to their school district and community. And whereas, attendant to such concern and in full accord with its long-standing traditions, this legislative body is justly proud to congratulate the Copenhagen Central School girls soccer team upon the occasion of capturing the New York State Class D championship. And whereas Copenhagen won the Class D championship by shutting out Wheatland Chile 2-0 at the State University of New York at Cortland on Sunday, November 15, 2015. And whereas the Golden Knights finished the season with an impressive record of 17-4-2, claiming the school's third state title, the first since 1993. And whereas the athletic talent displayed by this team is due in great part to the dedication of their many family, fans, friends, and the community at large who came out in force to cheer the Copenhagen Golden Knights to victory, and who loyally and enthusiastically supported the team throughout their season. And whereas athletically and academically, the team members have proven themselves to be an unbeatable combination of talents reflecting favorably on their school. And whereas it is the custom of this legislative body to publicly recognize those high school athletes who have achieved notable success in this great Empire State, now therefore be it resolved that this legislative body pauses deliberations to congratulate the Copenhagen Central Girls School soccer team and its members, Mackenzie Wheeler, Macy Spalding, Emma Roberts, Hope Woodruff, Christy Thomas, Alexis Labarge, Kat Hansen, Alexander Green, Kirsten Hancock, Claire Stackel, Chelsea Hancock, Gabrielle Guttermout, Haley Tweedy, Sydney Green, Ashley Gardner, Katie Bess, Olivia Carroll, and Ashley Stevens. Team managers Allison Bess, Abby Carroll, and Madeline Munn. Aubrey Smikla and Brooke Smikla. And head coach Catherine Stackel, assistant coach Logan Spalding, athletic director Scott Connell, and scorekeeper Renee Eisel on their outstanding season and overall team records. And be it further resolved that copies of this resolution suitably engrossed be transmitted to the Copenhagen Central School girls soccer team, head coach Catherine Stackel, assistant coach Logan Spalding, athletic director Scott Connell, and scorekeeper Renee Eisel.
Senator Ritchie.
Both Senator Griffo and I would like to welcome and congratulate the Copenhagen Golden Knights on their New York State championship for Class D soccer. We're so thrilled to have you here today with your coach, Catherine Stackel. You had a really impressive season with a record of 17-4-2. Championship game, you shut out Wheatland Chilai by 2-0, so that was a pretty great accomplishment. I think some of my colleagues would be surprised to know, though, that the school has a total between K through 12 of less than 500 students. So even though it's a great accomplishment overall, when you look at the stats, that's even more impressive. I know when the girls won the game, there was a nice little media story that I'd like to share with everyone. So Claire Stackel is a member of the team, and her mom is actually the coach. And apparently there was a birthday party when Claire was 10, and many of the girls on the team were there. So the party had to end early because they had to go to soccer practice. So apparently when they were leaving, the coach told the girls that when they were 18, they were going to win the state championship. So fast forward 10 years, and they win the state championship. So that's a pretty amazing feat. We're all so proud of you. The community is so proud of you in the North Country as a whole. So to the girls, I hope you had a great day at the Capitol today. We're so proud of you and glad you could be here. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Ritchie. We want to, as indicated, this resolution was previously adopted in January of 2016. We want to extend our congratulations to the Copenhagen girls soccer team. We want to welcome the Golden Knights and their coaching staff here. Please stand and be recognized, and thank you for being here. Senator Ritchie has opened the resolution for co-sponsorship. Should you choose not to be a co-sponsor, please notify the desk. Senator DeFrancisco.
Senator Ritchie again for an introduction.
Senator Ritchie.
Thank you, Mr. President. So I'm thrilled to have somebody who had this seat before me here today, former Senator Doug Barkley, who was also was an ambassador to El Salvador. So we're thrilled to have Senator Barkley here today. He's had big shoes to fill. I hope I'm doing okay, Senator, and we're thrilled to have him in the chamber. Thank you, Mr. President.
Ambassador, it's a pleasure to have you in the House. Senator DeFrancisco.
Yes, would you now take up the non-controversial reading of the calendar?
Secretary will read.
Calendar number 140 by Senator Croce, Senate Print 4379A, enact amend the penal law.
Last section.
Section 3, the statute take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 55, nays 2. Senators Montgomery and Perkins recorded in the negative.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 275 by Senator Carlucci, Senate Print 2704, enact amend the vehicle and traffic law.
Last section.
Section 4, the statute take effect on the 120th day.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young.
Senator Carlucci to explain his vote.
Thank you, Mr. President. The issue of toll evasion has become a real financial drain on commuters and taxpayers throughout New York State. In fact, this really is not a victimless crime. What we've seen is that now about $16.5 million a year is being lost to chronic toll evasion. And that's where someone goes through a toll where they know they're not going to pay that toll fee. And what we've done is allow for, in this legislation, to codify into the state laws that the DMV would be able to work with toll collecting authorities to suspend someone's vehicle registration if they are a chronic toll evader. The other very important piece of this legislation is it allows New York State to enter into interstate agreements to go after chronic toll evaders that may reside outside of New York State. By passing this legislation, we will be saving New York taxpayers millions of dollars a year. To taxpayers and commuters, let's pass this legislation, get it passed in the Assembly on the governor's desk, and sign into law. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Carlucci to be recorded in the affirmative. Announce the results.
Ayes 58.
Bills passed.
Calendar number 335 by Senator Razanoff for Senate Print 6821, act to amend the local finance law.
There's a home rule message present at the desk. Secretary will read the last section.
Section 2, this act should take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 58.
Bills passed.
Calendar number 383 by Senator Stavisky, Senate Print 3193A, enact amend the penal law.
Read the last section.
Section 3, this act should take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 56, nays 2. Ayes 55, nays 3. Ayes 54, nays 4. Senators Hassel Thompson, Montgomery, Perkins, and Rivera recorded in the negative.
The bill's passed.
Calendar number 407 by Senator Farley, Senate Print 4479, enact amend the vehicle and traffic law.
Last section.
Section 2, this act to take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 58.
Bill's passed.
Calendar number 408 by Senator Ritchie, Senate Print 4892, enact amend the vehicle and traffic law.
Last section.
Section 3, this act should take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 58.
Bill's passed.
Calendar number 412 by Senator Seward, Senate Print 6955, enact amend the highway law.
Last section.
Section 3, this act should take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 58.
Bill's passed.
Calendar number 419 by Senator Boyle, Senate Print 6668, enact to authorize.
Last section.
Section 2, this act should take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 58.
Bill's passed.
Calendar number 428 by Senator Lanza, Senate Print 2819, enact amend the penal law.
Last section.
Section 3, this act should take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 58.
Bill's passed.
Calendar number 433 by Senator Lanza, Senate Print 4625, enact amend the criminal procedure law.
Last section.
Section 3, this act should take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 57, nays 1. Senator Perkins recorded the negative.
The bill's passed.
In relation to calendar 433, ayes 56, nays 2. Senators Montgomery and Perkins recorded the
The
negative.
bill's passed.
Calendar number 454 by Senator Marcelino, Senate Print 423, enact amend the penal law.
Read the last section.
Section 3, this act should take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 58.
The bill's passed.
Calendar number 455 by Senator Gallivan, Senate Print 430A, enact amend the penal law.
Read the last section.
Section 2, this act should take effect on the 30th day.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 56, nays 2. Senators Montgomery and Perkins recorded the negative.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 460 by Senator Klein, Senate Print 1104, enact amend the penal law.
Read the last section.
Section 11, the statute take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. In relation to calendar 460, those recorded the negative are Senators Hamilton, Kruger, Montgomery, and Perkins. Ayes 54, nays 4.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 464 by Senator Golden, Senate Print 1457, enact amend the penal law.
Read the last section.
Section 3, the statute take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. In relation to calendar 464, those recorded the negative are Senators Hassel Thompson, Montgomery, and Perkins. Ayes 55, nays 3.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 466 by Senator Bonisic, Senate Print 1601, enact amend the penal law.
Last section.
Section 2, this act should take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Addabbo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 57, nays 1. Senator Perkins recorded the negative.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 4. In relation to calendar 466, ayes 56, nays 2. Senators Espaillat and Perkins recorded the negative.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 468 by Senator Griffo, Senate Print 1974A, enact amend the penal law.
Last section.
Section 4 of the statute take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 50.
Results.
In relation to calendar 468, those recorded the negative are Senators DeFrancisco.
Senator DeFrancisco to explain his vote.
Yes, I just want to make it clear that I have nothing against employees of the Office of Children and Family Services, but this is a no vote that I do on every one of these that gets added to this bill. Right now, it's an assault in the third degree, a misdemeanor, unless the victim is a New York State sanitation worker, a practical nurse, a firefighter, medical service technician, a medical or related personnel in a hospital emergency room, a city marshal, a school crossing guard, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I think one of these years, maybe we'll have a bill that just elevates the assault in the third degree for everybody to assault in the second degree. That's the reason I vote no.
Senator DeFrancisco to be recorded in the negative. Announce the results.
In relation to calendar 468, those recorded the negative are Senators DeFrancisco, Montgomery, and Perkins. Ayes 55, nays 3.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 469 by Senator Carlucci, Senate Print 2018, enact amend the penal law.
Last section.
Section 2 of the statute take effect on the 120th day.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young.
I know, you're the man, you're the man. Thanks.
Ayes 56, nays 2. Senators Montgomery and Perkins recorded the negative.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 470 by Senator Flanagan, Senate Print 2055, enact amend the penal law.
Last section.
Section 6, the statute take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 57. Ayes 58.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 471 by Senator Flanagan, Senate Print 2087, enact amend the penal law.
Last section.
Section 3 of the statute take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 57, nays 1. Senator Perkins recorded the negative.
The bill is passed.
Calendar number 476 by Senator Klein, Senate Print 2308, enact amend the penal law.
Last section.
Section 5 of the statute take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 58.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 479 by Senator Ravello, Senate Print 3200, enact amend the penal law.
Last section.
Section 2 of the statute take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 57, nays 1. Senator Montgomery recorded the negative.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 480 by Senator Young, Senate Print 3212A, enact amend the penal law.
Last section.
Section 4 of the statute take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 58.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 483 by Senator Lanza, Senate Print 3335, enact amend the criminal procedure law.
Last section.
Section 3 of the statute take effect on the 60th day.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 57, nays 1. Senator Perkins recorded the negative.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 486 by Senator Croce, Senate Print 3406, enact amend the penal law.
Last section.
Section 3 of the statute take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 56, nays 2. Senators Kruger and Perkins recorded the negative.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 488 by Senator Golden, Senate Print 3508, enact amend the penal law.
Read the last section.
Section 2 of the statute take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 56, nays 2. Senators Montgomery and Perkins recorded the negative.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 493 by Senator Kennedy, Senate Print 4418, enact amend the penal law.
Last
Section 3 of the statute take effect on the 1st of November.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young.
Senator Kennedy to explain his vote.
Thank you, Mr. President. This legislation at hand has one overarching goal: to strengthen the penalties against those who are found guilty of possessing or promoting child pornography. Anyone who calls child pornography a victimless crime is either misguided or misinformed. Child pornography inflicts long-lasting psychological damage on its victims, not only from the trauma of its creation, but also as a result of the knowledge that the images are forever circulating on the internet. The statistics are alarming. According to the New York State Division of Criminal Justice Services, some studies have shown that up to 40% of criminals arrested for possession of child pornography have also personally victimized children, with 15% more having attempted to solicit investigators who have posed as children online. Right now in New York State, possession of child pornography is classified as a Class E felony, and the maximum sentence that comes along with that charge is only 4 years in prison. Through this legislation, we're creating a new Class D felony charge for the possession and/or promotion of child pornography if victims involved in the pornography are under the age of 13, if it portrays sadistic or masochistic conduct, if there are 600 or more pornographic images found, or if there's an intent to generate money off of those images. We wouldn't be moving this legislation forward without the community standing up and demanding it. We've had a tremendous amount of support from public safety advocates, like Buffalo Police Chief of Detectives Dennis Richards, Detective Joe Ahmed from the Buffalo Police Department as well, Cheektowaga Police Lieutenant Ken Rusin, and Detective Mike Hockwater. They're on the front lines every single day, helping to keep our community safe and helping to ensure that victims of child pornography have a better day ahead, and that those perpetrators of this heinous crime are brought to justice. Together, we're standing together to deliver a strong message that enough is enough, that we're going to never tolerate the sexualization of our children in our communities, and we're going to do everything we can as a state to ensure that this heinous crime is dealt with swiftly and abruptly. Thank you, Mr. President. I vote aye.
Senator Kennedy, to be recorded in the affirmative, announce the results.
Ayes 59.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 495 by Senator Nozzolio, Senate Print 4593, enact amend the penal law.
Last section.
Section 2, the statute take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 59.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 502 by Senator Marchone, Senate Print 5792A, enact amend the criminal procedure law.
Last section.
Section 4 of the statute take effect immediately.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young.
Senator Marchone to explain her vote.
Thank you, Mr. President. You know that current law only allows victims to be able to speak in court if it's a felony. And today I have up in the gallery, I'd ask them to stand up, the O'Rourkes, Kristen and Conan, and their beautiful daughter, Emma Grace, for whom this law has been named. They came to see me probably back in 2012, and it was then that Emma Grace was denied the opportunity to speak at the sentencing of the defendant who injured her father, Conan, after the vehicle was hit by the defendant back in February of 2012. Emma's father suffered serious injuries, including traumatic brain injury, a collapsed lung, a ruptured spleen, broken bones, including several spinal fractures, along with serious head and chest trauma. Emma, who was 11 years old at the time of the sentencing, wanted to address the court to personally express how this tragedy had affected her and her family. However, since the driver that hit Mr. O'Rourke pled guilty to a misdemeanor charge of reckless driving and not a felony, Emma was denied an opportunity to address the court. I can't, and I said it at the time, could never understand why a judge who could have said yes to that beautiful young girl with that beautiful smile and give her her day in court said no, but he did. This law will correct that and allow victims, when a district attorney declares them a victim and the victim asks to speak, will allow them to speak at a misdemeanor, and I think it's long overdue. And I would ask for your support of this legislation. And thank you, Mr. President, for allowing me to address the group.
Senator
Thank you.
Marchone is to be recorded in the affirmative. Announce the results.
Ayes 59.
Bill is passed.
Calendar number 526 by Senator Lavelle, Senate Print 4485, enactment Chapter 399 of the laws of 2008.
There's a home rule message at the desk. Secretary will read the last section.
Section 3, this act to take effect on the 60th day.
Call the roll.
Adabo, Flanagan, Klein, Stewart, Cousins, Young. Ayes 59.
The bill is passed. Senator DeFrancisco, that completes the non-controversial reading of today's active list calendar.
Is there any further business at the desk?
There is no further business at the desk.
There being none, I move to adjourn till Wednesday, May 4th at 3 p.m.
On motion, the Senate will stand adjourned until Wednesday, May 4th at 3 p.m. The Senate stands adjourned.